Hey, what's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the Random Pick, because of course Sunday equals Random Pick Day, right? So I had an idea today of what I could do. I wanted to do another one of those use the players that are in my club scenario for choosing my 3 random pick players. Now, rather than just going from like the first couple of pages of just my good items, I thought why not do, I've got like 3 pages of rare silvers, so I haven't got many in my club, but I could do one of my random picks from my 3 pages of silver players, and then let's take maybe the top 3 pages of regular gold players, and then I've got 2 full pages of special items. So 1 silver player, 1 gold player, 1 special item, and we'll go from there. So obviously I'm going to need Siri again today to help me out here, and we'll start off with the silver player, I think. So in terms of the quality that I have in my silver players, they're not that great. I don't have anyone mad special or anything like that, but they're probably pretty good filler players. Like, these are the sorts of players that do make it into my squads every now and again. We've got a BPL 5-star skiller in Wellington Silver there. Really like Verdi, Uchan, like these are some really good players. So I will randomly choose one of the 3 pages of players here. I think if we discount Visa, because he's going to count as one of my special items, we have got 9 on this page, so 19 in total. And then 19, 29, 28, 27 silver special, regular silver rare items in my club. So if I go for a random number between 1 and 27, that should easily tell me which player I need to pick. I think I've counted it right. I really hope I have. So let's go. Let's ask Siri, shall we? Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 27.
The answer is 14.
The answer is 14. What could this be? 1, 2... Oh, we know this would go up to 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sandro, a BPL Brazilian central midfielder. That's a really good option, actually. I'm kind of wishing it was 1 over and it was Uchan, or maybe a couple over and being Wellington Silver. But Sandro's a great option. 83 physical on a silver player. He'll do a great job in central midfield. So I said I would use 3 pages of regular gold rare items. So for our second player, we're going to be going from this page to this one to this one. So we're only going to get an 85 as our lowest rated player here. So it should be someone pretty good, pretty stacked to go into our squad. Hopefully it'll be someone on page, well, this one, so we could maybe get the Neymar or the Ebert. That would be pretty awesome. Let's ask Siri. Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 30.
The answer is 12.
The answer is 12. There's 10 on this page. 11, 12. James Rodriguez makes his way into our random pick today. And then, of course, I have 2 full pages of special items, legends, new pink FUTTIES winners, that sort of stuff, international man of the matches, tots, informs, you name it. I've got a few of them in my club. These ones are all relatively average. I like Chananoglu, though. He looks like he'll be pretty good. But hopefully we'll get someone out of the 20. We'll get someone in the first 10, because it's going to be one of my higher rated beasts that we could use today. So let's ask Siri again. Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 20.
It's 16.
It's 16. So there are 10, of course, on this page right here. Moving on to page number 2. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We do get a FUTTIES winner. Of course, it's not someone on my first page, which I kind of really wanted, but we get to try out Chananoglu, which should be pretty awesome. Really looking forward to using his card, because he's got like 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. That's actually a really good player to get, and he's under 40k as well. I've tweeted out earlier saying what an absolute bargain he is. Now we actually get to use him and see what he's like. So I'll take those 3 players and I will work them into a squad somehow. I'll figure it out, and then I'll show you the squad, and then I'll show you the clips that we got with the team as well. I'll go ahead and play a bunch of games with it, that sort of thing. Usual random pick from here on out. So I went away, thought about different players, formations, that sort of thing, to see what we could make of these players and this squad in today's random pick. And eventually I came up with a standard 4-3-3, and this is where I'm playing, everyone. That might look a little bit strange to you, because you sort of probably reckon that Chananoglu is actually a default cam. However, he's had a previous inform at striker, and this was one idea that I had, that maybe I would try him up there, see how he would play there. So I've done exactly that, and this is the squad that we're playing today. It's nice and colourful, lots of different card types in this squad today. We've actually got a silver goalkeeper, and at left back and right back we've got Zuniga and we've got Gamboa. Both 89 pace, should be very, very quick, going up and down the pitch, that sort of thing. And then in the middle, we've got two fast players in the team of the tournament, Zapata, and then also the 85 rated Naldo. In the middle of the midfield, I've gone for another pink FUTTIE winner, which is Luis Gustavo. He was 30k. Unbelievable. And then we get on to our first random pick player, that is James Rodriguez. He's an 87 rated Colombian that plays for Real Madrid. I'm sure you guys have used him plenty of times on FIFA 16. He's one of my favourites, and I try and get him in as many squads as possible because he's got a killer left peg on him. And then our second random pick player is this guy, Sandro. This is one of his items on FIFA 16. He's also got transfers, I believe. But this one plays in the Premier League for West Brom. And of course has that good links to Brazilians and BPL players, all that type of stuff. Looking forward to using him. And then our wingers are sort of trusted players that I use quite a lot. Jesse Rodriguez and Bellarabi. And then we're playing Hakan Çalhanoğlu up front. Apologies if I'm butchering his name. I'm not too good at that, and it's a bit of a difficult one to pronounce. But he's 82 rated with 85 dribbling, 84 shooting, 88 passing, and 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. Of course, he's known for being one of the world's best free kick takers, long shot takers, that sort of thing. So I wanted to play him as far forward as possible, and as I said earlier, he did have that previous inform that came out of packs at striker, so potentially he does play there from time to time. Let me know down below in the comments section if that's right or wrong. I don't claim to watch him play on a regular basis, although I have been in the same room with him at Gamescom 2015. So going into the clips that we scored with this team, it was a bit weird. I played 4 games in total. That's typically what I do now on the random pick. We're coming to a point in FIFA where you guys don't need to see like 30 goals in a video, and gameplay is tough when there's only really good people left on the game. A lot of the casual people have stopped playing FIFA 16 and are sort of waiting for FIFA 17. So we've come up against quite a lot of good players, and then I had 1 or 2 games where I did manage to score quite a lot of goals, which is great. But it's a bit of a struggle, I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a very, very difficult for what is an average player like me to get all the clips that I need for my videos, and it stresses me out quite a bit. But in the end, we had a lot of fun, and there are some gems in this team. This is a really well, it gelled together really well. All aspects of the defence was good. I really like the pacey fullbacks and the pacey centre-backs, but they're quite tall, they're quite strong, that sort of thing as well, which is great. And then I really like my midfield. We've got Sandro, who's sort of like a big, bulky, strong player, sort of plays a CDM role a little bit. Luis Gustavo, who does that exact role very, very well. And this, the Pink FUTTIES version of him actually can score goals, which I was impressed with. And then James, who's more of a cam, and he did push further forward in this squad, which I was very happy about. I was a little nervous playing him at centre mid because that's almost a bit of a waste, but he definitely played like a cam for me, and actually, as you're seeing, scored some goals for me as well. And then the wingers were great, very quick, very skillful, that sort of thing. Exactly what you need to draw defenders out to them for that one man in the middle. That was Çalhanoğlu, who actually turned out to be pretty damn good. He scored more than a goal a game for me. Really comfortable on the ball, nice dribbling, that sort of thing. He is lacking a little bit of pace. Potentially would be best suited in a false 9 at centre forward. He'd do a great job there, but I quite liked him at striker, and it just was a little bit different for me to do that today. I was looking into maybe like a 4-2-2 where I could have him and James both at cam, but I don't like that formation. It just wouldn't have worked. So those were the goals, and that was the clips that we got with this team. So in total, the silver goalkeeper had a couple of games where he got like man of the match, 17 saves, which I was impressed with, but we also did concede quite a few goals sometimes as well. As I said, I really like my fullbacks. They were a high point in this team. Solid centre-backs, I quite like them. Again, we leaked goals, but that's more down to me and the good people I was facing up against. Solid Luis Gustavo, what a player. For 30k, I can highly recommend this guy. Hopefully he doesn't raise too much in price by me saying that. I don't think I have very much influence on the market, but he's great, and I recommend you pick him up. James Rodriguez then, 4.5-star value for money because he's a little bit more expensive than the regular gold item, and an 8.5 out of 10. I like him a lot. That's a way above average rating. And let's give a rating now to Sandro. I thought he played very, very well. 5-star value for money, nice and cheap for their silver in the BPL. And then an 8.5 out of 10 again. So the same player rating for both of the two midfielders so far. And we'll get onto Çalhanoğlu in a minute. As I said earlier, the wingers did a great job. They may be cheap, they may not be anything special, but they do pull those defenders out, and you can use their 4-star skills to your advantage, that sort of thing. And then Çalhanoğlu, however you say his name, I really enjoyed him. What a star of a player. You could play him at centre mid all the way up to striker, in my opinion. 5-star value for money because he's under 40k for this glorious looking card, and a 9 out of 10. So all in all, I'd say a pretty successful episode of the random pick today. I was going to be doing a FIFA 14 one, but then, as you know, I've mentioned it loads in the previous videos, had all these problems with all my Mac just crashing on me and stuff. So I've been playing catch up. And in order to, you've got to set a bit more time apart to do like an older FIFA video, because there's a lot more to go into it, and finding actual games to play takes a lot longer, and I may need your guys' help to actually come online and give me a game in the next week or so. So if you are interested in doing that, I would suggest following my Twitter, because if I do play the older FIFAs for random picks in the coming weeks, I definitely will need to play against you guys, because there's not going to be many people on the servers. I'll tweet it out. If you guys could go and look for an online single match now on this game, blah blah blah, this console, and this is my gamer tag, blah blah blah, all that type of stuff, and then you guys could potentially be featured in my videos. I hope you've enjoyed today. If you have, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. I appreciate all the support lately. I know it's a dull time in the FIFA community at the moment. It's sort of the dead period almost, because of it being the end of the cycle and FIFA 17 coming around in a couple of months. But we will power through and hopefully look forward to some exciting times ahead. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time, guys. Peace.